Hi everyone, welcome to the next video in this series from Small Victories by Johanna Basford. We have a cute little flower cluster to do today. I'll come in, you'll be able to see. And we're using Polychromos pencils, and I feel like doing something quite colourful. So I think each of these flowers is going to be in a different bright colour. I think that will be rather fun, and we'll see how it looks. Hopefully not like a big mishmash, but we'll see. I'm going to make a start with this one here. I'm going to grab a carmine. I think I'm going to use, what's that? That's not a carmine. I'm going to use the pink carmine. I think, no, it's the rose carmine. The rose carmine, and start there. So give it a sharpen. Now this flower has no centre, the petals just come straight from the middle. I do want to make that centre look a bit darker, and the way I can do that is to put more colour at the bottom of that petal and less towards the edge, and then work my way around that central part, and then we can make a start on our flower. I hope you're all feeling well today. I have quite excited, quite a few little plans in my head for things that I want to do, and although I find that I've stopped telling you what they are because they don't all come to fruition because time constraints, I've got, you know, a few things I'm hoping to do. I'm hoping to improve my marketing skills for one thing, to try and get my videos to get more views. If anyone has any tips, I'd love to hear them in the comments, because I'm just not sure. I share them everywhere. I say everywhere. Yeah, everywhere. No, I do every bit of free thing that I can think of. So I linked them on my website. I put links on various social media pages, Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, Pinterest, Threads, Blue Sky, you know, lots of different places, and try to use all the right sorts of keywords. And you know, my channel is growing and I'm very grateful for that, but it's just trying to think about whether I can give it that extra little push, you know. Oh, sorry, the page is wants to flip up. Hang on, let's put, oh no, you can see that I can't put a weight on the corner. This flower here looks blue to me. Does it look blue to you? I quite fancy a blue one. I am going to grab this. This is the cobalt blue. Now we've got these little stamens coming out, which I'm just going to ignore and colour over at the minute, but I may do something with them after. I may not. I may completely forget that I've even noticed they're there. You know what I'm like. I only just remembered yesterday to do that little bit of shadow on the butterfly. Yes, I have all these plans and they go through my head when I'm out walking. Is the best time. I don't know if you do find that, because I don't want to, I don't anyway, but I don't listen to anything when I'm walking. I'm generally by myself. Not always. I've had a few walks, a couple of walks with my son, or one walk with my son this weekend, which was lovely. But if I'm on my own, my mind is just all over the place, and I'm often planning things in my head, things that I want to achieve, which is really good fun. But then there's often sort of time constraints and things like that, which end up, the ideas don't always end up working out. And some old ideas are still in my head, they just haven't come out yet. But I'm not really a huge ideas person, to be honest. Now the centre of this flower I want to do in a lemony yellow. Yeah, the cadmium yellow lemon. What's this one? Yeah, I'm not that good at ideas. My husband is the ideas person. He's really good with ideas. Right, this looks like a primrose or a forget-me-not. I think it needs to be orange. No, we've got orange going on here. Do we really? Orange, we could do... let's do it as a primrose. Well, I'm being scared of yellow. Stop it. Light chrome yellow. Let's just go for it. Yeah, he always comes up with lots of ideas. He's always got a project that he's doing and things like that. He's just not so good at finishing things, you know. Got an idea, just starts it, thinks about it for a bit, does a few bits towards it, and then moves on to the next one. But I think there are people who are more ideasy and people who are more sort of doers, I suppose, and I think I'm more of a doer than an ideas person. I'm going to use the dark cadmium yellow for the next set of petals, make them a bit sharp. Yeah, you do hear that some people are ideas people, some people are managerial, some people, everyone sort of thinks differently. I am going to do the very centre of that flower in, what's that colour? No. I think I want the dark chrome yellow. I'm just trying to find it. There it is. Dark chrome yellow. Yeah, I have a few ideas, but I'm better at just following other people. But I'm self-employed, so I don't follow anyone, I follow myself. Now, the little flowers here and here, I'm almost tempted to do them different colours just to make it brighter and more interesting. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do these two in a violet. You can't see the violet. Isn't it funny how it depends on the colour of the barrel as to how well you can see the name of the pencil. I find it quite fascinating. There we go. I think I'd be quite a good manager, really. I think I'd find it really stressful trying to make sure everyone reached their deadlines and things like that. This is like magenta. But these are just really being blocked in. They're quite small. But I think because I'm organised, I'd be quite good at organising, helping other people to be organised. But getting someone to actually do as they're told, that's quite hard. This is permanent green. I'm going to use it for this leaf and these two because they look like this. If you know, I've coloured them different colours. They look like the same type of plant, so I thought I'd do the greens the same. Now I'm just blocking that in because it's teeny. We can do a bit more interesting work on this leaf. We've got a lot going on. I think I'm going to grab the permanent green olive, give it a sharpen. Oh, just to talk to you about the page on the left with the two birds. Quite often when I'm colouring a page, I'm trying to show you that permanent green olive, there we go. People will say, oh, can you do the page opposite? That is going to be in the planner in September, so I will be doing it, but not right now. Okay, we've got a sort of separation here. What I'm going to do is start off against the flower and sort of draw myself in a little border like that, and then I'm just going to start to fade from there up to here like that, and then start again here and sort of fade up like that. It's a little bit different. It sort of works into the pattern. Now it looks odd at the minute because obviously I need some more colour on there, but this is just the initial bit. There'll be one or two more, not sure. Depends how it goes with the second one, whether I decide it needs a third one. There we go. thinking about my parents at the seaside today. They're on holiday by the coast. This is the earth green yellowish. Oh my goodness. Doesn't want you to see it. That's blurred, isn't it? Now I'm going to go over everything I've done and just extend that colour up into the space gently as I go, making sure that I can still see the difference between those light and dark areas. I will put an extra colour on top as well. Yeah, what they tend to do is while they're away on holiday, they tend to jump on the bus and go to some different nearby places. So I don't know whether they're going to do that today. I think I'm going to just use a little bit of the May green. Just sort of going over everything really. Still trying to make sure I keep it quite light on those tips, but making sure there just is a little bit of green everywhere. And then I'm just going to get the cream. Oh, I'm just going to sharpen it and just go over those tips with the cream just to make them look a little bit lighter. So cream. My dad tends to get in touch with us about 6, 7ish. They get back to their hotel to tell us what they've been up to and share photos. So that's rather nice. Usually a photo of them eating an ice cream. Yesterday he was paddling in the sea. Apparently he said the lifeguard told them that the sea was 16 degrees, so he thought that wasn't bad. Leaf green. He rolled his trousers up to his knees and paddled in the sea. I'm going to make it a little darker near the plant and then lighter here. So that was fun for him. My mum doesn't paddle because of her diabetes. She has to be really careful about even taking. She doesn't even wear sandals anymore. You know, she has to look after her feet. She's got a little bit of numbness in a few parts of her feet. Nothing that impacts her walking, fortunately, and nothing that she really notices unless this is light green. Only when she has a test does she notice it. You know, the nurse tests her feet every year, I think. So that's okay, but she does look after them, and every night my dad puts cream on her feet for her, and it allows him to examine them, make sure she's got no cuts or anything that needs to be looked after. So I'm really pleased that, you know, he's looking after her and making sure that everything's well where that's concerned. And yeah, they were walking yesterday. I think they said they did 13,000 steps. This is dark sepia. They tend to, what I'm going to do is go around the edge of these leaves to make them stand out a little bit where they're touching the flowers. That's my first sort of goal. Yeah, they tend to walk most of the day when they're on holiday, but of course they stop for meals and they'll just sit on a bench every so often, have a little rest and admire the view, maybe sit and watch the boat or whatever might be going on, you know. I remember them even doing that when I was little. We used to go on holiday. They would want a little sit down every so often and just, it's quite nice sometimes just sitting and watching the world go by, isn't it? I want to do a little bit here. Just try and make it look like this little set of petals is slightly raised above the one underneath. And just a bit of separation between the petals. I think I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to spoil it by sort of, oh, we do need a little bit here where these two meet a bit more. Put a bit here. There we are. Yeah, so hopefully they're having fun again today. it's a bit cooler. They didn't take thick coats. They might be regretting that, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you have a lovely day. Happy colouring.